Wanderers, welcome to the Wondering Dutchmen podcast. Today's episode is Season 2, Episode 27. Before we get into the episode, we want to introduce and welcome our title sponsor for this fine podcast.
Our title sponsor is Velpen Trucking and Disposal. It's that time of year, folks. Time to spring clean. You can take the time and have the hassle of bagging everything up, throwing it in your vehicle, and dumping it in the dumpster. Or you can call our friends at Velpen Disposal and get a roll-off dumpster in any size that you need. They have dumpsters in all sizes. Big spring cleaning projects need big dumpsters. Velpen will drop the dumpster off. You call when you are done, and they will haul it away. Hassle-free, and you can do it on your own time. Don't be silly and think you have all the time. Call Velpen today.
The Wondering Dutchmen podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wondering Dutchmen podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah, yeah. The Wondering Dutchmen. Yeah.
Here we go. Season 2, Episode 27. If you're listening to this, it is April 17th. We are recording it on April 11th. Sitting across from me, the handsome devil that is Big Mace. Sitting in the middle, must have left his rose-colored glasses in California, is our buddy, David Allen Smoker. And I am Casey.
Esquire.
Also in the lounge, joining us tonight is the only diabetic on the program, our buddy, Couch Guy. Before we jump into the episode, let's hear from our first segment sponsor.
This segment is brought to you by our buddy, Matt Krieg of Krieg Insurance. Matt is all about finding you the right coverage for you, your family, your business, and your budget. Matt scours all companies, local and national, to find you the best fit for your needs and budget. Give Matt a call today and see what he can do for you. We only recommend the best, and Matt is the best.
There we go. There we go. All right, fellas, we're in the middle of April. Surely we've got something to wonder about. Big Mace, what do you got, buddy?
So I was watching some tube. I've been a little under the weather the last couple nights. Kind of got a little...
You got the tummy ache?
No, I got some sinus stuff kind of going around.
Well, the trees have all exploded.
Oh, my God. Yeah. And I have watched a new show, and it's triggered my interest.
Okay.
It's called Unlocked.
Okay.
A jail experiment. So the premise is there is a prison in
Kazakhstan.
Nope.
Russia.
No, not even close. The United States of America. It's in Little Rock.
Ooh.
Oh.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
You think that's where that feller is that offed his wife, the pastor?
Well,
He was Alabama.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. These guys are not. No, these guys are just like regular old run of the mill.
Oh,
no,
small time crooks.
No, that's wrong. They're all felons. Like there's some guys.
Well, it don't take a whole lot to be a felon anymore.
I know, but like capital murder, homicide,
Tax evasion,
aggravated battery, drugs.
failure to pay child support,
Yeah, some of those.
felony DUI, felony parking ticket.
Right, those guys.
Felony
So,
don't follow what the government
So
says.
when you look it up, that's enough, David. When you look it up online, it'll say a new privilege introduces more problems. One man facing a life sentence receives words of encouragement, and a self-appointed leader causes strife. So basically what the premise of the show is that the warden or the sheriff,
Not your wife.
no,
Or your wife.
or yours, the sheriff of this county has decided that they are going to basically go from a 23-1, 23 on lockdown, 1 in open, to totally open at all times.
You mean they're not locked down?
No, the commons area, the yard, and there's no deputies in the unit or like on the pod at all. So everything's just they're watching them from like a video center, like a command center type thing.
Really not a bad idea because if you look into a lot of these areas that are gang infested, they have a hierarchy and a running of things.
So that was the premise of the deal, is that the sheriff has done a lot of research on like other prisons in the world.
Like using Wikipedia or
like I guess it must be like a jail network. You know what I mean? Like
Like a Reddit page.
Yeah.
Talk it, like a friends group or whatever, like Jail Owners Anonymous or
TED Talks
or whatever, maybe.
Locked up talk.
Yeah, but anyway, so they were just saying, hey, these jails in these other countries have like huge success with
Great success.
very nice, where they just let the guys basically form their own community.
That doesn't sound like prison.
I know, but I mean, they still have to follow their rules. Like,
Okay. The three of us get put in the clink. And then they say, you f***ers can do whatever you want. You just got to do it in these walls. That doesn't sound that bad.
well, I mean, we're not going to have anything like that we have, though.
Well, I mean, the reality of it is I'll be okay because jailhouse lawyer, I'll get to the top fast. You guys?
I thought it was because you're going to give up the booty easy.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm protected from day one.
I got you.
So no, what I was saying is like these older dudes that have been on the pod, they've been in the pod for a long time, are trying to form this hierarchy, and this younger group are like, like this whole.
We're going to take that out.
Yeah. Beep, 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 beep. But they were all saying like,
You can't. I'll leave it in. Hell, who cares?
I mean, they're all like inner city gangster ass inmates. Why can I not speak like that?
You can. Knock it out.
I mean, it's stereotypical. I mean, I'll say it like that, right?
okay.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm saying it's a bad thing that they speak that way they speak. I mean, Jesus H. Christ here, Larry.
Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this.
But basically, it's like a huge power struggle. And they get really in depth on the show, which makes me think, like, do you legitimately think this is real? Like,
No, it doesn't sound right.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder, like, if this is an honest to God's thing. Like, I did not do any actual research to see if this in particular prison, which I think is like in Pulaski County, whatever Little Rock, Arkansas is, that county. I think it's a county jail.
Yeah.
So it's like
So it's not even a prison.
but it's like a big county jail because it's super.
Well, these are, yeah.
But they're violent felons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're saying that.
Felons are violent. I guess a violent offender is a felon.
But they're saying that they, a lot of them have been sentenced and everything, or what they're in there for, and all this shit. So they kind of know what they're up against.
So to draw a distinction here, if I may take a point of privilege here, jails are generally your local security center facilities in your counties. So that's where if you've got a misdemeanor or some low-level felony stuff,
But it's
maybe
literally
at the
called
jail.
a jail experiment. So that I
Yeah.
guess that would be, and it's governed by the sheriff of Pulaski County.
Yeah, so then it's
So
a
it's-
local
Yeah,
jail.
that's the
county-
detention
A
center.
prison,
County
a
jail.
prison is ran by the state.
Yeah, or a federal.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
it's
two
federal.
different
Yeah, well, yeah. But so this situation here is like going on over there to Du Bois County across from the old movie theaters and kind of letting it
The old
run
scooter
itself.
corral there.
Yeah. And probably what
There's a lot of
realistically
them over there.
what this sheriff has done is probably because of a worker shortage
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Has-
Overpopulation and understaffed.
has led to this situation where they'll cover the basic needs and what they need to respond in emergency situations. But outside of that, they let the community figure
Sounds
itself out.
awful dangerous, though. It doesn't take much. All it takes is one good person to
So they-
assert a leadership role, and then if you're outnumbered that much, I think it'd be pretty easy to bust out of a.
So they,
But
County.
these pods are broken down in like gang affiliation,
Mhm.
non-gang affiliate. Like they keep They know who's who with
Sellies
people.
are super loyal to one another. Like they've already, like that's the way they're broken down in the show. Like most of the Sellies are really tight with one another. So like,
Well, you share a space the size of this table together. You're gonna be freaking tight.
so they did a huge shakedown before they did
Oh,
it.
I've got a funny story about that, by the way.
So they basically did a clean sweep of the pod to make sure, no contraband, no weapons, no nothing. And they did find a shank, and then they immediately removed the dude from the pod. So like you're not even allowed to try this.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind. That do you think there's people in our county jail that are trying to make homemade weapons, or is that just a thing?
I feel like that'd be one of the first things that you'd want to do, depending on.
Yeah, but if you get caught, dude.
Well,
What if you get caught without one?
I would say
I guess in DuBois County, there's probably not too many folks.
Yeah, right.
you're comparing apples and oranges. If you've got an inner city local county jail, you have probably a need to want to protect yourself. Yeah. Over there, you're just, your neighbor in the jail was probably
stealing my pillow, dick.
Was your same neighbor down there in the trailer park. Like
Put your back to me if you're going to crank one out.
Okay, Dave.
What?
All right, Dave.
I saw this thing on Amazon Prime. He's like, "Are we f***ing or fighting?" And he was like, "Neither." Good. 2 rules. You're going to break wind, go to the door. You're going to rub one out, face away from me. They're like cellmates. I was like, it's 2 rules.
Yeah.
That's a good rules to live by, I guess.
Val Kilmer.
I think I've seen that.
Nope. That's not true.
Mm-mm.
He can't talk anymore.
Yeah, it's probably
Might have been John Travolta.
Anyway.
I don't know about
So
that.
anyway, like just watching this show, I mean, it obviously grabs a hold of you because I mean, I've watched I'm
36 hours.
4 episodes in,
Okay.
and like it's just, I mean, it's pretty good because there's there's been some fights already.
Well, you got to establish dominance.
But that's it, and that's what the sheriff, they know about it because they've implanted cameras. But they're portraying as if the inmates don't know that the cameras are there. Like they think that their cameras are in the commons area,
Yeah.
But they've also put them in the cells.
Now, if I'm that county, if I'm a taxpayer in that county, I expect to see a deduction on my taxes the following year if they are not going to man it the way that they are paid to do.
Well, they are manning it the way they are paid to do, but they're just not in the pod. They're just right.
And they're making money from whoever's doing this show, so they shouldn't need taxpayer dollars since they're making it privately.
Right. I guess.
So I believe I would be bringing that up to my senator.
So they were making.
Well, probably your
Hooch.
county commissioners.
They were making hooch.
Oh, little jailhouse hooch. Huh?
Yeah, and they were taking fruit cups, sugar, and bread crust.
Yeah. Get the whatever yeast would be left.
On the
let
bread.
it ferment.
And then they were making, so they got, you're not allowed to, so here's the thing that kills me. So they drink coffee. They get instant coffee crystals.
Yeah.
But does hot water, this is just me being stupid because I've never been in jail, but does hot water come out of the tap, like the sink? Like, can you wash your hands with hot water in jail? Like you have a sink and a shitter in your room.
I think that's all cold water.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know how that works. So they were saying that they make coffee in their cells with like a scoop of,
they
instant
probably
coffee,
got a little water warmer.
instant coffee creamer. Or well, you wouldn't want hot water because they'd be throwing it on people and shit, right? Like using it as a weapon, maybe.
Well, but if it wasn't boiling, I mean,
Yeah. So anyway, they're rolling up paper towels, dipping them in the coffee, letting it dry, and then smoking it. I have no idea. Like, that's really wild to me, right? I mean, that's pretty weird, huh?
I mean, yeah, I like my coffee wet.
Yeah, and like in a cup.
Mm.
I don't really
probably a little bit, maybe the caffeine.
I don't know what it's for.
Different way to ingest caffeine.
No clue. But anyway, I was just thinking about like whether or not this shit's actually real. I need to look it up and see.
I would say it's probably real. I used to love watching Locked Up.
Defrauding taxpayers.
Locked Up Abroad.
No, not Locked Up Abroad.
Just regular Locked Up.
Just regular Locked Up on like MSNBC.
Yeah.
Not that anyways, it used to be on late at night, Friday and Saturday. So a guy I went to law school with first year. He's from Texas. His wife was from Texarkana.
Oh.
He was from Rogers, Arkansas, up there in the northwest part. But we used to watch it all the time, and you get attached to the storylines, and then you look these people up and how they lived in like prison, because those guys are all in prison, and you realize that they got TVs in their cells. They've got like you wonder how they pass the time, and you realize it's like, well, they realistically live in a little apartment.
Yeah.
And
So a buddy of mine at work was talking about another show on there called 60 Days In. Have you seen that one? That's another jail. It's a former prison chaplain, like just different. It's reality TV as well, but I don't know. I think I like watching reality TV. It's probably like jail shit.
oh, if you were going to go into the reality TV,
Like if I was only going to watch reality TV, it would probably be like jail shit. Oh, or the show Dope. Did you ever watch that?
yeah, Drugs Inc.
Drugs Inc. Yeah, that's another good one. Anyway, I was just thinking about it.
What's the one with Walter White?
Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
See,
that's
that's
the one I
not a
like.
reality show though.
It's probably just as much reality as what those other ones.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's
Well, that's how they get the idea for that kind of stuff.
loosely based on a true story, right?
Loosely based on a true story.
And
So-
it doesn't screw taxpayers.
Well, maybe the sheriff's kicking back some of these dollars back to the people.
He's kicking him back, I'd say, but he's got a pretty nice house for a sheriff.
Oh my!
He did drive a really nice car.
Mm-hmm.
You don't ask to pass away I drive a nice car.
Here's my wonder: is there something universally we can all agree on as a population?
Mm-hmm. To disagree.
I don't know that you find people to agree to disagree.
Oh, you got to preface this question.
Is there something that we all, as a population, could universally agree about?
A global population,
Well,
American population.
The more you take it out, the harder it would be for agreement on something universally. Like
Yes,
what?
that shit stinks.
There's
I
some people that
bet
like
there
to
are
get
people-
pooped on, man.
Yeah. Not a chance.
The old Cleveland steamer.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I bet we can all agree that we're all going to die.
There's somebody out there going to live forever. I mean, I don't think that there is, but there's people that'll.
I mean, I'm talking about something that would come up in conversation. I bet there's some people that never think they
Government
would
sucks.
die. I bet you'll find people that say the government doesn't suck.
Yeah.
I had this brain buster as I was driving to work the other day. I don't know why it came to me, but I was like, is there something that we could all universally agree upon? Like, first off, I was like, everybody loves dogs. And then you're like, no, there's people allergic to them. There's people that have been bit by them. And then there's cat people. Not everybody's going to like cats. And then I was like, everybody probably wants their children to succeed. And then I was like, well, there's some real asshole parents out there that don't care and do everything detrimental to that situation. And so I don't know. I was lost at it for, something that we could, as a population, all universally agree upon.
Yeah, I don't think there is one.
Really?
Yeah.
We could all agree that color is black.
No, some
No, because
asshole.
my wife will be like, she'll all the time like, hey, this is a black shirt. She's like, that's actually blue. Or I'll be like, it's a blue shirt. So,
and you'll have some
Aqua.
kind of like,
There's
Philosophy
no
major.
denying that shirt is black.
unless you're colorblind.
no, you'd still know it's black. Oh, I had an Uncle Paul that was blind, like blind. He wouldn't be able to tell me that. And why would he believe you?
Oh,
Yeah.
tough one, man.
No, I mean, it's a real, like, I had a real conundrum because I was like, as a population.
Oh,
we're
hey, here's
screwed.
one. Let's get this out of the way. How do you know that can? That's a canned soda. Nope, it's not even a soda. It's a canned beverage. Post Malone sang about it in one of his songs that he mixed vodka with it. It's
Cranberry juice?
no, I mean it's kind
Lemonade?
of it's from the South. A lot of people down south
Ski.
drink it. No, it's
Squirt.
carbonated water. Seltzer water.
St. Croix.
Close. Starts with an L.
LaCroix?
Yeah. How do you say that?
LaCroix?
I mean, in America, you do.
Well, we just said we're keeping it in the country.
Right.
Who would somebody overseas say? How would they say it?
It's well, me and the
LaCroix?
LaCroix! Crikey!
It's actually like in French, it's like Le Croix. Really, you sound like you got shit in your mouth when you say it.
Do people really mix vodka with it?
Yeah. Post Malone did. Mix some vodka with the Lee Croix. G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G-Wagon.
What song is that?
I don't know.
LaCroix? So you think everybody can universally agree on that?
That nobody knows how to say it right.
Oh. Well, but you'll have some ornery bastard that would say that's not the case.
Yeah, because everybody's going to think that they know how to say it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's stupid. I mean, it's not stupid, but it's like, maybe it is kind of stupid. There's shit tons of things that everybody can universally agree on.
Name them.
Like an apple.
What about it?
Or a baseball or a football or like what, everybody in the world can agree. Like if there was a baseball, a football, and a basketball laying here on the table and everybody was like, what is this? What is that? What is
Yeah,
this?
but you're talking about
Everybody can agree that that's a football, that's a baseball, that's a basketball. Now, if you said like,
I'll buy that. Yeah, people acknowledge the fact that dogs exist.
yeah, like you can't say everybody likes dogs, but we can say that everybody. There's nobody in this world that's going to say that. Oh no, you're full of shit.
Do you see the size of that squirrel?
Yeah, there's no such thing. That's Saint Bernard. No, that ain't a dog.
Hey,
That's
there might be people from the Amazon that haven't had any.
We're keeping it in the country.
Though.
I'm just telling you, but to your point, you're looking at objects that are.
If you're asking if there's a shared opinion, there is not.
No, but the way it states here is there's something universally we can all agree on.
I know, but that's what I'm talking about, though, is not that.
I'm dumbing it down big time.
I know you are, buddy.
You're wanting to take it up.
Well, yeah,
to
because
the more philosophical level. And I don't think there is. I don't think that there is anything. Get off of it. I don't think. I don't touch my shaft. I don't think there is anything that is, like opinion based. No, there's nothing. Your hat is dumb as shit. And then David says, oh, I really like that hat. You know what I mean? Well, then therefore we would agree to disagree. So I feel like our ability to agree to disagree is 100% more than something that we can easily and universally agree on. Is that true?
I'd say probably pretty close.
Like, what were you thinking of anything? Could you think of anything literally at all? Like on a philosophical level?
That everybody agrees upon?
Yeah.
I was thinking like life is very fragile. Like you could be here 1 minute and gone the next.
I know lots of live fast, die young.
I know.
No. That's what I'm saying.
YOLO movement.
But that's what I was like. That's along the lines I was thinking of. Like to some certain extent,
regrets.
No regrets. That's what I was thinking about. At first, I was like, scratching a dog's ear is very therapeutic because I just.
Well, I mean, the dog stinks.
God bless America. There ain't nothing worse than being around.
I'm just not dog people like you guys are dog people. I mean, I've got dogs and I like them enough, but then
I was thinking like everybody would love beer. If they don't, that's a shame.
I didn't like beer for a long, long time. I had to get real drunk on whiskey and then run out of whiskey to get on beer.
Liquor before beer and the coast is clear.
No.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I thought it was beer before liquor. Never. Either way, I mixed them both.
Liquor before beer and the coast is clear. Beer before liquor, you've never been sicker.
You added a lot more words in there than I'm used to. It's fine. It really explained it better.
Why?
I just always heard beer before liquor.
Never been sicker.
Yep, and then liquor before beer.
Clear. You're in the clear.
Well, not you're in, just like
in the clear.
Not the coast is clear.
Yeah,
that adds
lots of extra.
The
consonants.
Coast is 3.
Not consonants. Syllables. If you've been drinking a lot, it's hard to get them syllables out.
Yeah.
Is there something you can universally agree on? That's tough, man. I mean, I don't. I really don't.
Couch
Couch
guy.
guy thinks he has one.
Food and water should be provided to people in general. Just, it can be done. Everybody needs food and water.
So Couch Guy is, and probably Mike didn't pick it up, but Couch Guy is stating that universally agreed upon is food and water should be available for people.
Everybody.
Yeah, but some of those bad moms that one that went on vacation and left their kid in a for that, she obviously didn't think that.
That's a monster. That's not a person.
Well,
Shh. We agree with that.
yeah.
Yeah, there it is. We can all universally agree.
There's them syllables.
Hmm.
We can all universally agree that the bitch that left her.
That people that do heinous crimes to those who are most innocent, i.e., our elderly and our youngsters.
People that did the heinous crime would disagree. There's a reason. He was a demon. Nobody was helping me. I was mentally unaware.
Oh, speaking of that, I read a news article today. You know the lady that did or the girl that stabbed her one friend because the Slender Man made her do it?
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm talking about? It's
Isn't
been
that
like
an
10
episode,
years.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Well, that was a Nightman.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Playing
Flu.
table hockey with a stink bug.
You don't remember that story?
Slender Man? I know what Slender
these
Man
three
is.
12-year-old girls, they lured
Oh, yeah.
they lured their classmate out, and then the other one began stabbing her as the other one cheered her on. And luckily the little girl survived, but stabbed her like 19 times. And then she said that the Slender Man made her do it.
Yeah.
Minnesota, I think.
Waukesha.
Or
Waukesha.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Wisconsin or Minnesota?
Wisconsin.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it was. The Slender Man made her do it.
Delusional belief.
Yeah.
She was found to be suffering from shared delusional belief.
Because they were doing so in the juvenile system, you could stay all the way up till you're 21.
Have you ever seen Slender Man?
I don't
kinda
think
scary.
anybody's ever seen Slender Man.
Well, they
Fuck
got-
too. I see him right now.
He's scary.
That's a scary son of a bitch. He's like 9 feet long with 10 arms.
Slender Man.
Ooh.
Sounds like an upright
No,
centipede.
he's only got
Yeah.
one arm, 2 arms. No,
Sounds like a giant walking phallus. 10 foot long, no arms, one eye.
That's what you think it is?
purple-headed yogurt slinger.
Yeah. There you go. We can get all into that.
Slender Man. I don't know, dude. I'm all out on that guy. If he told me what to do, I'd probably
It's an alien.
I don't know what he is.
It's
but
an alien.
Now I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know either. Speaking of aliens, I've been watching another show called Unexplained on Netflix.
Yeah. Mystery of Slender Man.
My
Has that
boy-
got the guy from Star Trek?
No.
Hmm.
My boy
William Shatner.
No, it is, yeah. My boy Clyde Lewis was on an episode that I watched the other night.
Who's Clyde Lewis?
Ground Zero Radio. Hopefully the AI picks this up. Clyde Lewis, big fan.
Or you could just clip it out if you wanted in
I
there.
don't know how to do that. Casey's the editor. He'll do it.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
But first time caller, long time listener. I called into his show one time, talked to him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
At the mine, we talked about this.
yeah, we did discuss it.
Anyway,
Yeah. Hey,
tough topic, man.
yeah, it is. Well,
That's a real
that's the
tough
thing.
one, real
If you're
head-scratcher.
listening to this on Wednesday morning, shoot over some of your thoughts of what you think we could all universally agree upon. Before we get to Dave's, though, we're going to hear from Dave, because actually Dave did the ad read for our friends at Southern Indiana Hardwood, and a little pause for the cause.
Wanderers, today's Pause for the Cause is brought to you by our friends at Southern Indiana Hardwoods. Southern Indiana Hardwoods is your exclusive provider of Green Mountain Grills in DuBois County. In the market for a new grill? Southern Indiana Hardwoods has you covered. Want to accessorize your new grill? Southern Indiana Hardwoods, they've got you covered. Just need pellets for your Green Mountain Grill? Well, again, Southern Indiana Hardwoods get you taken care of. Have an issue or need service on your Green Mountain Grill? Nick Merkley and Southern Indiana Hardwoods have you covered. Rejoice, for grilling season is upon us. Don't hesitate to call today and get the upgrade your patio or grilling setup needs. Nick Merkley with Southern Indiana Hardwoods is ready to get you grilling today.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Before we get to Dave, his segment will be brought to you by our friends, Catering by Meyer.
This segment is brought to you by Catering by Meyer. It's April, and that means graduation is right around the corner. Don't have a meal plan yet? Don't panic. The folks at Catering by Meyer are ready to assist you today. From the classics to something new, Catering by Meyer can build out a menu that passes with flying colors. Give them a call today and leave the rest to them.
All right, Dave.
Thank you, Catering by Meyer.
Meyer. Meyer, yo.
So I just got back from a sunny 5 days in Anaheim, California for work.
You left Sunday.
4 days. 4 days.
Yeah, you did leave Sunday. Yeah, sorry.
Anyway, so there's a lot of people watching out there, and I just saw something, and I'm not here to judge, but I just can't get behind. I don't follow it. But there was this feller, GEQ looking fella. I mean, he was decked to the nines, but it was probably 68 degrees out and sunny.
So it was great weather.
Little bit of wind, but not a lot of wind. And this feller had him on one of these nice, thin little. It was not a functional scarf, which I have no problem with a functional scarf. I love a good scarf in the wintertime. Blow your nose.
I have
on
something
it.
in my teeth, by the way.
That's fine.
I'm
That's
so sorry, and it's driving me bananas.
But this feller was wearing it as a fashionable scarf, just wrapped around, tucked over, and I don't know that I've seen. Maybe I just don't watch enough TV anymore, but I didn't know that man scarves for like summertime.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. What I was going to get at. Why would you wear a scarf in the summer?
That makes me think that it must be a fashionable thing.
What would
But
it be?
I only saw one guy out there with a scarf. Now, if you had an ungodly neck scar, like somebody tried to chop your head off, maybe you want to cover that up. Or big old
Hickey?
goiter of some sort. Maybe you want to cover it up.
Jesus.
But he didn't look like the type of fellow to be hiding like an extra head down there.
Up there, you mean?
Well, I guess down there because under his chin.
Oh, yeah.
So can I ask a clarifying question?
Yes, sir.
Would it be a scarf? I would think would be defined as something that would possibly keep you warm, or maybe you're describing a shawl.
Well, no, I call it a scarf because a shawl to me normally drapes the
Drapes over the
shoulders.
shoulders.
This seemed to be maybe a 4 to 6 inch piece of thin fabric, kind of like one of those not a beach towel, but
Turkish towel.
There you go, a Turkish towel, but a little thinner. Like
yeah,
if
but
you,
Turkish towels are cotton, right? This was
I'm
probably
just
a
saying
silk.
thin wise. It wasn't silk. It looked to be maybe mostly polyester.
Okay, cheap bastard.
Uh,
What's those things that the rich and famous wear?
an ascot
Ascot.
was not an ascot. That's like
There's an ass hat over there.
what's the kid? Freddie from Scooby Doo.
Oh yeah, he's a big ascot guy.
Fred, I guess. I don't know if they
A
call
big
him.
ass cock guy. How'd you know
No.
Fred had a big cock?
It's like he's been sitting on that one for a while, haven't
He's
you?
on that for 22 years. But
The
yes,
green ribbon girl. That's what I was looking at.
Oh, because her head falls off.
Yeah, baby.
Mhm.
That's what I was looking at.
Is that
Maybe
from Stories After Dark?
Mm-hmm.
They made a show of that.
I know it.
I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
At any rate, I only
Any
saw
rate.
one dude in a scarf, but he looked to be like he was trying to really live up to some magazine cult. Like, white pants and like the shirt and the
How
pointy,
snug were
shiny
the white
shoes.
pants?
Pretty snug.
Okay,
I mean, I
about
couldn't.
3 inches above his like shoe
ankle
line?
balls. Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're painting a real good picture here, Picasso.
Mm-hmm. And he had a shirt was a little low cut
Healthy cock
V,
on
but
it?
something. Well, the pants weren't that tight. I couldn't have told you that.
Okay.
Okay. If he did, he had it tucked back and up around again because
Oh,
it
boy.
didn't seem to be sticking out of his pocket or anything.
Pert near keystern it.
Did he have a
Can your pecker touch your asshole? It sure can. Then go yourself. Grandma made me these cookies. You ever heard that joke?
no?
Little boys out on the porch.
Yeah, we don't need to go into it because
We don't have to edit that. This is great.
you're gonna have to beep it out. Did he have like a fanny pack
Oh,
No,
Like a shoulder bag?
No, this guy would have been like on the
hey, our
GQ
buddy
magazine
Pete. Our
cover.
buddy Pete had a fanny pack on.
I'm all in on fanny
Our
packs.
buddy Pete.
Yeah, Pete Hildebrand. He was working the door at the comedy
Oh,
show.
yeah.
Yeah, he was wearing.
I
a fanny.
110% will rock a fanny pack.
Yeah.
When I go down to that concert for 4 days,
Like underneath the belly or like across the shoulder?
under the belly.
No, not straight under, off to the side.
Well, yeah, I got to be able to reach it.
Exactly. Duh.
Now, who knows? That's in June. If I lose a little more weight, I could probably wear it as intended.
Have you dropped some LBs?
Only like 20 since February, but
Well, back on the wagon is probably not going to help.
yeah, I got to take it easy.
Wait, back off the wagon.
Yeah, off the wagon. Walking beside it, still one hand on it, I think.
Okay. Like you could still pull yourself in if you need to.
I think so. That's
So-
what I'm going to try to keep it at.
When I Google men wearing scarves,
Well, buddy, when you Google, some weird shit comes up.
Your algorithm.
I
well,
have
it's mostly cold weather applications.
Yeah, this was nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Because it was warm. There was no sweater. It was like a cottony, flowy shirt, almost like the white things I wanted to wear to the beach.
Similar to this.
Yes. Now you're getting there. $43.
Oh, one of those infinity scarves.
Well, no, this was. I saw tails on this
Oh,
scarf.
you
Oh,
Like I
now
saw
Johnny
the
Depp. Johnny Depp's a big, like a
Okay.
neck wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't like wrap it around his neck. He just kind of lets it hang. Like,
No, I think he wraps. I think
does he?
but it's a loose wrap. It's like a saggy wrap. Like you could probably fit half a pizza in the front of it or popcorn and eat out of it.
oh, yeah.
Johnny Depp. Oh yeah, right here. This picture. Matter of fact, there it is. He's got one on.
See, that's almost more bandana-ish. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, scarf. But I would call that it's a bandana print. What do you call that? Paisley?
Yeah.
Kind of like what you got on your head there.
Exactly like what I got on my head there.
Sounds like a raccoon in a trash can
Yeah.
over
Let's go.
there. What does I mean, Johnny Depp can pull it off because he's got the cash to do it. I mean, if you're some
He's been through some traumatic stuff. Somebody takes a shit on my bed. He's probably just protecting his neck. Like, bitch might get me. Keep that scarf on there. He's probably got like a spiky dog chain.
Next thing she knows, she's gonna let a gaggle of chimpanzees loose in your house, and you're gonna have flying turds coming at you.
I tell you what, she's nuttier than a squirrel turd, old Amber Heard.
That girl is, huh?
so
I can't
continue
imagine
on
being
about-
angry enough to poop in something.
I am not gonna wear one.
You really
in the
don't think
summer.
if the war like you couldn't do it to your wife? That'd be
I
there's no
don't
coming back
think
from that.
I don't think I could physically intentionally
shit on demand.
shit in that.
I couldn't
scenario.
shit on demand.
Well, like I get stage fright enough. I think if I was trying to like,
You're the guy that
Squat.
shits like 7 times a day.
I know, but not like on demand. Like if you told me
I'll
right now,
show
hey,
this SOB.
hey, Mace, real quick, can you shit
Why
for
don't you
me?
muster up a turd and drop it right there?
Yeah, like hey, hey, you see that car over there? Man, I really hate that son of a bitch. Do me a favor, shit in this bucket and let's dump it on his hood. Who's calling you?
Mr. Bob Meyer.
I'll be darned.
Uncle Bob.
Hope he's not in the parking lot, ready to walk in the
Just
door.
heard a bunch of dogs a barking.
Uh huh. Yeah,
He may be.
that'd be a wild deal. For
Anyways,
Uncle Bob to
Smoker
come in.
boy.
Yeah, but no, I don't think I could shit on demand. But
I think it'd be hard to get shirred up enough to shit on a bed in the first place. Now, she's probably a small enough guy. I bet she had to do almost like a crab walk.
Oh, I bet not even that.
I guess it depends on how furnished the bed is.
I can't believe we're going into the logistics of how to properly lay a pile on a bed here.
Yeah, well, that's where we're at.
Now
Mike.
you hear somebody always say "shit the bed," you know
Yeah,
what I mean,
shit the
stuff
bed
like
for
that,
it, yeah.
you know. But
Now,
I'm
that's
not
different
wearing a
thing,
scarf.
though. Yeah, I'm not. Now, I'll wear a scarf in the wintertime.
yeah, I mean, I have.
Are you really? You guys are scar. I don't own one.
I
don't
don't know
either.
that I have one now, but I used to wear a scarf. Like, it's awesome. Is like it also doubles as a nose wiper. It's easy to take on and off your mouth when like you're doing high speed.
Now a
things
lot of
in the
those
wind.
really tactical operator guys. Now they wore
That's not a scarf. That's one of those.
hajibs
Yeah.
or whatever they're called.
Is that the right word, or did we just insult the
Since I'll
the
have-
guy?
He's
The
losing
guy that's
it.
been in the desert.
Well, I don't know what they're called. Hajibs is not a thing.
stop saying it.
What?
Haji was the guy.
Baklava. A baklava?
No, that's a fire.
Baklava is a damn
that's a toy, isn't it?
dessert.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, a baklava. That's the race helmet fire protection. Now, Hajib was the feller on Johnny Quest.
Yes. No, that was Haji.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if we can say
Or no,
that
no.
either.
Yes, we
No,
can.
his name was Haji.
It's Hodge. I think it was just
Okay.
No,
Hodge.
it's Haji. 110% Haji.
Yeah.
I thought Haji was a slang term.
I mean, it might have been. It may be now,
Might
but
have been.
it might have been. Wow.
A little tongue tied.
Literally.
I don't think I could
Boy
pull off
on
the scarf
Johnny.
because of the beard. You can't do it. It'd be tough.
Well,
I don't know, dude. I think you could.
Haji Singh was his name. Hadji Singh. Singh.
Bearded men with scarves. I mean,
Dude, you're like a comma or something away from finding a pecker with a bow tie.
May come up anyways.
this is wild, dude. No. Yeah, there's too much shit going on up there.
I was just bringing it up. It was just a weird thing that I didn't know was a thing, and it just kind of caught me off guard. But I was like, well, maybe it's more like I don't claim to be in tune with the latest fashion.
This is when I was a junior in high school. BPA Nationals was out in Anaheim in the same stomping grounds where you were at. Mind you, I'm a 17-year-old boy from Southern Indiana, and the first thing I saw when we landed at LAX was two dudes deeply in a smooch, checking the back of each other's throats. And that was my introduction to Southern Cal.
Now, were they wearing scarves?
You know, I think one was kind of rocking the blue jean flannel shirt look.
Good chance. There's nothing wrong with being gay. I know we've said it 100 times, so we'll just go ahead and get that out of our way right out of the gate here.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it's not right out of the gate. I feel like we opened the gate about 20 minutes ago.
yeah,
But before we shut the gate, we're
So I don't know. I think airports
we're
are great
pretty,
people watching.
deep in the weeds as we.
You know what blew my mind a little bit? I shouldn't say it. It wasn't mind blowing. But I was up super early this morning. I've been ready to come back to Indiana since Monday.
He got their Sunday ready to go on
And
Monday.
then, so I was just excited to get back, and I was awake. So I was waiting for a fellow from work that traveled with me to get up, and I wanted to text him like, "Hey man, let's just go. Whether we're waiting here or waiting at the airport, let's just wait there." But I knew he was sleeping. He wasn't waiting. He was sleeping like a normal ass person. So I left him alone. But he was up to. I was like, "Hey, we just go wait down there instead of waiting here." He's like, "Yeah, for sure." So we get down there, but we flew into the John Wayne Airport in Santa Ana.
The John Wayne.
But there is a curfew for when the planes can be active. So they can't take off until 7 a.m. Apparently there's like a neighborhood close
It's probably
by.
a residential. I was going to
Yeah.
say, yeah.
So I don't know when they stop flying, but I just thought that was because it's a big airport. There's like tons of stuff in there, as far as restaurants and things to do.
Duty free store.
And it's just not a small, like Evansville type place. It's huge.
Yeah.
But they
Well,
shut her
think
off,
about
and
that.
we just stood in a line until they'd let you in at 5 through security, but they didn't have anybody there. It was just, I guess, to me, like a international airport like that. And I know Huntingburg's international, but
Is John?
big
I guess they probably fly to Canada and Mexico.
and Alaska Air's in there. Well, I guess that's still
Alaska
U.S.,
Air,
but
nice.
Huntingburg is an international airport.
No,
it says
the
Huntingburg.
regional.
it says Huntingburg International Airport, I believe.
No.
Huntingburg Regional.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Yeah.
If that baby's international, I'm surprised.
Kimball flies
Superman?
internationally out of there.
Yeah, but I think it's got to be commercial flights. That's how you earn that status. Because then any
Okay,
little
maybe I'm wrong. No, I don't think so.
It's Huntingburg Regional Airport. Yep, right there.
I'll be damned.
KHNB.
Okay, so either way, but I guess I
You're
just
wrong.
thought that the big airports were like just 24/7 joints. Like that's just how they worked.
Well, from watching The Amazing Race, as much as I am, by the way, up to
You
season
reference that show a
18,
lot.
I'm watching them all right now. Big fan of it. I think Janelle and I are going to apply for it. Janelle doesn't know we're going to, but I'm going to.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm going to probably, we'll edit something really cool. But a lot of them, they close down for like, probably that midnight 1 o'clock mark till at least 4 or 5 and then go from there.
Huh.
So, or I think so anyways.
Wild deal, man.
Maybe not.
I don't have a lot of experience in midnight flights or anything. I just
Me neither.
assumed
Midnight
they
rider.
were like,
Because usually don't you do the midnight, like the late flights going west, going east? That's the red eyes, right?
I have no idea.
You land in New York at like 6 a.m.
I just thought they were red eyes if they were all night. Because like you look up at the sky at any time and there's planes in the sky.
Yeah, that's true. Although, yeah, I don't know. That's a good point. But John Wayne, you probably fly into John Wayne if you want to avoid the hustle and bustle that is LAX. It seems to be a pretty busy airport.
So apparently LAX, it's a farther drive. But had supper with a guy and they flew into LAX because it was $200 cheaper. But his Uber ride
was
$100 one way to get from LAX to Anaheim.
It all balances out, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, but the only thing I can figure is the other airport you can leave earlier in the morning because they had like a 5 o'clock flight to catch. Ours was called 6:45, but you can't take off. First plane can't leave till 7, so they get you boarded by 6:45, and then everybody's just parked out on the runway or the taxiway or.
So, does Southwest fly into John Wayne?
I believe so. I believe it's on there.
What'd you fly out there?
American Airlines. Mm-hmm.
There you go. What if we got Dutchman scarves?
I'm out.
I mean, I'd wear them in the winter. Like I'd wear a knitted. If we can get somebody to knit us some Dutchman scarves, is it knit or crochet?
I think
Whatever,
you
like
could
an
go-
Afghan is done. Whatever you do to make an Afghan.
What?
Afghan.
Afghan.
Yeah.
I think that's.
I think it's knitting.
I think
Yeah.
that's a person from Afghanistan.
Oh, really? You're the one to be the bright line test on racial and.
Eat shit. An Afghan is a blanket.
Yes.
Yeah, we know.
Whatever method
They also
is
have
used.
a hound,
I think it's knitting.
an Afghan hound.
Okay.
Yeah.
You knit that.
We'll knit you a muzzle. What do we got from our boys over at Merkley's this week?
Well, that's a good point, Big Mace. Glad you bring it up. It is now time for the Merkley and Son Choice Cut Questions of the Week for the fellas,
For the fella.
brought to you by Merkley and Sons.
Welcome to the Merkley and Sons Choice Cuts Question of the Week for the fellas. Sponsored by Merkley and Sons, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. I want to make a major announcement. The Raider Middle School baseball program exclusively sells Merkley dogs and hamburgers out of their little concession shack. If you visit your local concession stand and you don't see any Merkley packaging, you're paying for a subpar product. Demand the best.
All right, big thank you to our friends over at Merkley's.
Yeah.
I bet with grilling season coming on, they want to remind you to grill responsibly and also get your meat fresh, never frozen, from our friends at Merkley and Sons. Always check that sales ad on Sunday because they just giving away stuff, Smoke.
Hell yeah.
Friend of the program, Holland native, now living in Western Michigan. Mr. Eric Kramer sent in some questions that we're going to use for the Choice Cut Questions of the Week for the fellas, brought to you by Merkley and Sons. Big Mace, starting with you, going around the table like we usually do. If you had to drop all social media, personally, not as a podcast, which one would you keep?
TikTok.
Man, I love Facebook Marketplace. I think I'd stick with Facebook.
I think I'd keep Twitter because I get a lot of news and stuff off of Twitter.
We'd be set then as a podcast.
As a podcast, we'd be good. That's what makes us good now, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I didn't know we were doing.
I thought.
See, that's how okay we are with the gayness.
I literally was just going to say, there we go.
What is one organized sport you never played but wish you had tried?
I'd probably been pretty good at rugby.
Organized sport.
Dave, you could literally probably pick any one of them.
Well, but did I wish I would have tried?
Yes.
Organized sport. I always felt like chess would have been a good thing to know better.
Yeah. There's competitive chess.
Okay. Football. That could be it for me.
You'd have been good.
Sunflower seeds, in or out?
In.
Out.
In. Mouthful or just individual seeds?
Mouthful.
Out.
Yeah, pack a lip. Mace is going to die on this one. Spit or swallow the shells?
Oh, I'm a spitter all day.
Spit for sure. You still out. Flavored or original?
Flavored.
Me
Out.
flavored as well. What flavor? What flavor? That's actually his question too.
Either salt and pepper or David's the ranch.
Yeah.
Out.
Thank you. So my lovely bride for my birthday bought all the David's brands, and so I've been snacking on some
Snacking on Dave's
bacon,
seed.
Big Mac and cheese or something like that.
I'm lying. Biggs, the Taco Bell Supreme.
Oh,
Those are my favorite.
those are pretty good. But I'm also a traditionalist. Like I like just regular ranch or
Okay. See, I can't hardly
I
get down
can't
on
get
the.
behind something, not just seeds, but when we talk about like making, like Pringles is bad about this, like a chip that tastes like a pizza or a burger. Like there's a lot of artificial in there to try to make that happen, and it weirds me out.
That's an excellent point, Dave. I think coffee, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
And how do you take it?
Black.
Black.
A single sweet and low. Which of the big four would you keep, but the other three would go away? NHL, NFL, MLB, NBA.
I mean, obviously, I'm MLB, NFL.
I thought you said you got to keep one and the other ones go away.
Which of the big four would you keep, but the other three go away?
Oh, NFL.
MLB.
NBA. I would keep the NBA. Be the first one I'd get rid of. Actually, that's a better question. Rank those four.
Oh, NFL, NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, NBA.
MLB, NHL, NBA, NHL.
Now you said NHL twice.
I think you meant NFL.
Yeah. that's
Okay.
the one.
They're last.
No, second.
Hockey's last.
I would do. You would really put NBA over NHL?
Never watched a hockey game, but I watched the Pacers play sometimes.
Good point. I would have to go MLB, NFL, NHL, NBA. I think that's what it would be for me. But awesome. Thank you, Eric. He also sent Eric, if you don't know, is a world-renowned track coach at Grand Valley State, and they are currently number one in the NCAA Division II Men's Outdoor National Rating Index. So the Grand Valley State Lakers, they're the Lakers over in Allendale. They also have a downtown Grand Rapids campus. But the Grand Valley State Lakers, I think they're the Lakers. I keep saying that very confidently.
There's lots of lakes up there.
Yeah, it would make sense for them to be the Lakers.
Probably
but,
more sense than Los Angeles.
Yeah, very much true. Well, that was a expansion team from Minnesota.
Well, there it is.
That's why that is. So thank you and congratulations to the Grand Valley State. Did you look it up yet?
Lakers? No, I haven't.
Oh, I thought you were doing that for me.
Oh, that's okay.
It's okay. It is okay. It is okay. So congratulations to them. And those are the Merkley and Sons choice questions of the week for the fellas. For the fellas. Brought to you by our friends at Merkley and Sons.
Oh, my God.
Yep. And here we go. It is time. I know it's sad, but episode 227 has come to an end, Dave. And it's time for the last pass, brought to you by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power.
The Last Pass is proudly brought to you by our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. It's that time of year. Our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power want to remind you that when you are mowing this season, do it responsibly. Yes, mow responsibly, please. Hopf Outdoor Power has new grass cutting machinery and parts to help you fix what you got. If it's time for an upgrade, don't wait, because them fellers know how to sell.
All right, big fella, what do you got?
Well, this episode's going to come out on a Wednesday.
That is correct.
That would be quite some time after the eclipse. We didn't talk much about the eclipse.
We did last week, I think.
Yeah, yet. But
Yet today, you mean? Yeah.
right. But live long and prosper.
Louis the Laker is their mascot.
No, I got it pulled up.
That was West Side that you just did.
I can't do the spread my fingers.
Well, then you can't say live long and prosper and then throw up the
Throw the West Side.
Yeah, live long and prosper. What you got?
Gosh dang it. I freaking love you guys.
I love you too, buddy.
I don't know. I'm just glad to be home. I get homesick real easy. I think it'd have been better if the wife and kids would have been there. But I just sit in my hotel room. Like it was 80 degrees and sunny out, and I just watched TV in my hotel room. I just didn't care to walk around much.
Oh boy, Dave.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, just glad to be back, in good old Indiana.
Yeah, hey, this is so I've got a little girl that's 6 now.
Hey.
Turned 6 on the 12th. So it's unbelievable to watch her grown up this far. We've been very blessed, and she doesn't watch the show. So I'm not going to be like, hey, happy birthday, sweetie. Dad loves you. Because that kills me when people do it on Facebook.
Mhm.
But you damn well know little Timmy don't have access to Facebook.
You might.
It's true, he could. But just as a parent, as your children age, her being our oldest, just makes you wonder where time goes. So, but enjoy those birthdays. I'm a big believer in celebrating them birthdays. So with that, as always, the fellas and I appreciate you. Can't thank enough our sponsors, Velpen Trucking and Disposal, our buddy Krieg, Southern Indiana Hardwoods, Catering by Meyer, Merkley and Sons, and of course our friends at Hopf Outdoor Power. We can't do it without them. Can't do it without you, the viewers. We could probably do it without Couch Guy, who takes his pants off as soon as he gets here. But like we enjoy saying, Dave,
Dutchman out.
bingo.